All right, I'm out here at Frickers with head women's basketball coach Sue Syljebeck. Coach, we'll just start out with your thoughts about how the teams look so far in practice.
You know, there's good days and bad days, I'm sure, like every practice, but you know, we had a scrimmage last night. We did pretty well in it. You know, as a coach, you're never pleased, so you're always wanting them to give more, do more, and I think if we can get to that step, we could have a really special season.
Speaking of the team last year, you guys lost the team's leading scorer and first team All-WACs member Alyssa Larson to graduation. However, you guys are returning 4 of the 5 starters from last season, and you've added some depth on the bench, I know. So who are some of the new additions to the team you're really excited about that you've seen so far in practice that have really surprised you?
Well, we're excited. Obviously, we have transfer Kelsey Wyman, Blissfield, local town up the road here. So she's coming back from Ferris State, so I'm really excited about her coming in. And then Peyton Banks, who had a great freshman year, was on the freshman team, has really stepped up some. And then obviously returning, we lost Alyssa Larson, which was a big hit, but we also returned Demi Russell, who then was second team all, I think 2 years in a row, second team all league. And then obviously you're going into our Anea Powell returning from our point guard spot, and then Kiana and Addie kind of filling out the rest of the group, not to mention some of the ones that can come up and help us from that point.
Yeah, so when you speak to that's my next question. Are there any like role players from a season ago, or perhaps even some girls that were on the JV team that you expect to contribute on the varsity level this year a little bit more? Like if they were a role player last year, for them to contribute a little bit more this year, and maybe a couple kids coming from JV that you think are going to contribute?
Yeah, I think, we're Marcia Hawkins Day, you know, somebody's got to step in and fill some of our height. She gives us some height. She's been on varsity, just hasn't had some minutes, so she'll get a chance. Madison Hamilton was a JV player, post body, hopefully comes up and gives us a little bit of height in our post. Shelby Morrow will be another one coming in. She could play that 3-4 spot, fill a little bit of Charmaine, a lot different player. Charmaine's, you know, more athletic and all out all the time. Shelby has a little more finesse. And then Allie Miner and Pat Winnington, Patriella is really her name, but those two I'm expecting big things from as well. I hope I'm not missing anybody.
I'll hit you with one last question. I know coaches don't care about this, but players sometimes do. The WAC preseason poll was released earlier this month. You guys were picked 4th in that poll. Is that where you expected us to fall? Are you happy with that result? Obviously you want to be first, but is that kind of where you expected the team to be at this point?
Yeah, most of the time those polls, they go on what happened last season. We finished 3rd last season. I think, 3rd, I believe. And then, right at 4th, I believe. So most of the time it goes on based on what happened last year. Our league's going to be tough. I think we could go 1 through 6. That is very, very tough league this year. 1 through 7, 1 through 11, I guess I should say. But I think any given night, anybody 1 through 11 can upset and beat anybody. Indiana Tech is the former champion. They've been, 2-3 years in a row? I'm not sure they've won it. So of course they're going to be at the top. You expect that until somebody comes in and knocks them off, which we did last year. We got them one time. So.
Yeah, I believe we ended their big streak of 24 games in a row or whatever it was.
Yeah, it was a good one.
All right, Coach. Well, I appreciate it. That's all we got for you. And you guys, women's basketball will start their season off in the beginning of November, so we still got a little bit of time before you guys get started, so I appreciate it.
Yeah, thank you.